Hello everybody, and welcome back to the playthrough of my villager mod. This is Tango. Break that grass. It's in my way. I hate too high grass. We're back here, and what are we going to do today? We have announcements to make. Tons of them that are going to be good. What did we do last week? Last episode, we did the guard. We made him amazing. We introduced guard posts. You can see we have a guard post over there. The guard's sleeping right now because it's daytime. Shut up, sheep. So yeah, we introduced guard posts, the guard. We introduced the super new whammy jammy attack on the guard that was amazing. We did, the kitchen. We added the kitchen to the tavern as a new structure, which is amazing. So you can now get a chef started for cheaper. Let's see if we can spy on the chef. Is he in there? He's probably inside there somewhere. But announcements. We have announcements today, and two of them. The first one is that this mod that I've just been calling my villager mod finally has a name, an actual name, and I'm super excited about it. Are you excited about it? She's not very excited about it. I'm excited about it. The name of the mod is going to be called TekTopia. Yes, that is the name. I've gone through and changed it everywhere in the code. The mod will now be referred to as TekTopia. The downside, unfortunately, that I did not realize by changing the name of everything in the mod, it was called like Villager Plus, which was just a working title. I had to change it all from that to TekTopia, and everything basically broke. Like nothing would load. None of the items would load. None of the villagers would load because they were all like a new name. We're like, I don't know what this TekTopia is when I tried to load the save. Hey, there's our miner. So I had to recreate the village from scratch, basically. I replaced all new structure tokens exactly as they were. I created all new villagers as best I could. I got them back up to the level that they were. The items in storage and my emeralds and stuff like that, they didn't change. It's just the villagers. So I had to recreate all of them, so you're going to notice some different names in town. That's all I'm going to say. But everything else should be pretty much as it exactly was. Okay, announcement number 2. The time has finally come for me to start my initial beta test phase of TekTopia. So starting this weekend, I'll be opening up a brand new private server that will be running my TekTopia mod, and I'll be whitelisting my Patreon supporters, since without them, this mod would have never happened in the first place. Now, if you aren't familiar with Patreon, it is a website where you can show support for online content creators such as myself in exchange for some pretty amazing appreciation rewards. So if you're excited about playing this mod and want to help me start testing it and fixing some bugs, as well as giving your feedback on important design decisions, then please go check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/tangotech, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I want to stress, I want to be very clear that this does not mean that this is becoming some kind of paid mod or anything. It just means that I'm ready to have a small set of players start helping me to test this mod. And honestly, I can see no better group than those that helped support me in doing what I do here. So once this test is complete and the majority of the bugs are fixed and it's basically playable, then TekTopia will be freely downloadable by everyone, of course. So this weekend on Saturday at 10 o'clock Pacific time, the server is going to start up, and we are all going to start creating our own villages on one multiplayer survival server. And honestly, I can't wait to see what happens. It's going to be crazy. So if you're interested in being part of the development of TekTopia going forward, as well as the many, many upcoming what-if mods I have planned for the future, or if you just want to show your support for what I do here on my channel, then of course I would be greatly, greatly appreciative. All right, now that the business is taken care of, let's start getting our town ready for some ranchers. This is really gonna open this town wide open, I think, and I'm really excited for it. So a couple things first though. First, obviously, check it out. We got a heart. There was a heart in that house at the beginning of 2 mornings ago, whatever. So yeah, we got another child coming. We have currently 8 beds. I think we got a 4, a 2, and a 2, but we have 7 villagers right now, I think. So I could put this heart on a bed, get a child, which I think I'm going to do very soon. But we need a house. We need a house really bad. So that's one thing. I'm going to get a new house in here, and I'm going to see what we can afford, whether it's going to be another 2 or a 4, maybe even a 6. I don't know, but we have a lot of expenses coming up today with all the rancher stuff and all the animal pens and everything. The other thing that I realized, and I'm really angry about this, is this guy was busted. The trades that I was trading for him weren't, like, the economy system wasn't working, where if you buy the same item more than once, the price will diminish over time. So that was kind of a bummer. Yeah, so all the sales. So I have more emeralds than I should probably. But I'm gonna keep my eye on it, make sure that's working now. I'm gonna do a bit more trading now. I have like a ton of potatoes. Let me see what we got here. We got like potatoes for days, I think, over here. Let me see what we got. I'm also starting to sort the storage room here. You can see what's this guy doing. Is he dropping things off? I don't know what he's doing. But anyways, I'm going to put seeds here. We got potatoes here and sugarcane there and carrots. This isn't my final organization, but, and again, we're going to get to this when we finally cover the storage room, but these guys will respect the way the sorting room or the storage room is set up now, and they'll sort things in the way that you have the chest sorted. But again, we'll cover all that later. But for now, we got to get a new house for the rancher and the child that we're going to have. And then we got to start thinking about where we're going to put our rancher pens. All right, we're doing this right now because, hold on, give me 26 emeralds here. Where is, check this out. You're not going to believe, oh, right here. Page Frivet just shows up in town and says, oh, hello, I'm a level 11 rancher. So we're going to take Paige and oblige. There we go. Our first rancher, Paige, level 11, head start. Go find a house to sleep in. Okay, we're down to 35 emeralds now. I just bought a 6-person house because it's time. She's just hanging out here like, I don't see any cows or chickens, so I'll just stand here. Soon, Paige, soon. We'll get you to work soon. All right, we're heading out behind the tavern here. We have our nice, beautiful house set up, ready to go. Yeah, I decided to go with a 6-person house because we needed one, and I'm tired of doing like 2 people and then new house, so we're going to go 6. We're probably going to be short on funds, but now we got plenty of room to upgrade. So 6-person house inside. Oh, poof. There they go. All yellow. So we have room for 6. Yeah, we have room for like 6 or 7 new people now. I got chairs in here too, which by the way is a good thing. If you put chairs in your homes, then during that brief period when they're in their home and not in a tavern and just kind of wandering around their house at night, if there's chairs, they will sit in them and they'll gain a little bit more relaxation and a little bit more happiness. But all right, 6 new beds and we got a rancher to put to work. All right, so in order to get ranchers working, I unfortunately have to fix a long-standing issue with farmers, which I just did, I believe. So the way it previously used to work is each farm, and when I say farm, I don't mean an individual like farmland block. I mean a rectangular bounded area of farmland. So in this case, I have 4 farms. So what was previously done is it would detect and scan all the farms in the area and then sort them by their distance to the center of town. And that was all fine, and that was great. The problem is every time a farmer needed to do some work, and by work I mean harvest crops or till land or plant seeds, any of that stuff, it would always just start with the closest farm, and if that farm did not have any work, it would go to the next closest, and so on and so on. The problem with that is it never really got to the farthest farms. You guys have been paying attention before. This area over here was almost never harvested or worked or anything because it was the farthest one away. So I've changed it now, and I think it's going to be a lot better. What it is now is there is a kind of a weighted chance for each farm to determine whether it'll be worked on or not, and that chance is a function of its distance as well as its size. And by size, I mean like the number of farm plots in it. Now, these are all the same size. These are all, 9x9s, I think. So they all have, 81 minus the water. So they have 80 plots inside them of farm. So they're all the same size. But when the farmer checks for work now, it's not going to just check the closest. It's going to roll a dice, and it's going to be like a weighted kind of average of all these. So they'll be more likely to do the ones closer still, but there's going to be a lot of work out here. So I guess like to sum it up, if I had one farm, kind of right where I'm standing right now, that had like 10 blocks in it, it would have a certain amount of weight or chance to be worked on. Okay. And if I had, like I said, 10 blocks. Now, if I go half the distance and put one like right here or so, from the storage house, by the way, if I put one here with like 5, they'll both get worked the same because this one is twice as close or half the distance, I guess you could say, but only half the size. So it's kind of an equal factor of the number of farm plots in a farm as well as the distance of that farm from the storage building. So I think this is going to work a lot better. If you have farms that are way off and only have a few plots, they're going to very rarely get worked, but they will at least get worked. Whereas if you have a farm plot that's really close by and big, that's going to be the one that gets like the big bulk of the work done by the farmers. So with that said, now we are going to have to reassess our farming priorities here because we've got like so many potatoes. I've been selling a ton. Where are my taters at? Yeah, look, we got tons of baked potatoes because the chef, there you go, right there. Vincent, you're doing a stand-up job, Vincent. But we want better food than potatoes, right? We want some steak and we want some chicken and all kinds of good stuff. So right now we've got 1 potato field, 2 potato field, 3 potato. No, I'm not going to do that. We have 2 potato fields and a wheat field and a carrot field. I want to switch this out to... I want to switch this out to be 3 wheat fields and... you know what? Maybe I should leave... Yeah, let's leave carrots. No, I want baked potatoes. All right, yeah, we're going to switch these out and do 3 fields of wheat, and we're going to leave this first one of... Actually, we'll leave this one. So I'm going to go wheat here, wheat there, and wheat there. And this is going to be because we have a lot of animals to feed that are going to take wheat. It's going to be the pigs and the cows. No, wait. Never mind. Cows need the wheat, right? We're going to need seeds for the chicken. So it's sheep and cows, right? Okay, sheep and cows are going to need a lot of wheat. Pigs are going to need potatoes, which we got tons of anyway. So we're good. Yeah, all right, let me convert this over. I love how Maya doesn't even care that her girlfriend... Dirk. Is it Dirk? I think it's Dirk. Dirk, I don't mean to alarm you, but your face seems to be stuck inside a tree. You might want... Well, let me help you out there a little bit, bro. All right, there we go. Yeah, I might want to fix that. Farming redistribution operation is complete. We got, what do we got? We got a field of wheat here, a field of wheat here, and a field of wheat over here. And of course, we left taters over here. I decided to go with taters. They're still a good food, and they'll feed the piggly wigglies once we get some pigs going here. So farming is good. I'm hoping to get, there you go, you take that wheat in. Take that wheat in. I'm hoping to get a lot of wheat in because now we've got our rancher pens over here, which I absolutely love these. These things are looking great. They've got a lot of little character. We have 3 pens here with doors out in the front, one there. We have the main one right there, and then another one. Look at this guy. He can't wait to get fed, and yeah, eventually he's going to get chopped up. You realize you're going to get chopped up as soon as I get a butcher, right? And the 3rd pen over here. But the cool part, so we got these little huts in the background to store some hay and stuff. But there's also interconnected gates technology to help the farmers optimize their path as they're feeding all the different animals. Now, you might be saying, well, that's 3, but there's 4 animals, and you would be correct. So I'm going to save these for cows, pigs, and sheep. In fact, let me put the signs on now. With the rancher pens, you can put the signs on kind of low. Where do I want to put this? I guess we'll just put it on the side right there. And then this one we'll put over there, I think. So yeah, I'll do like cow or pigs, probably cows in the middle because this is the biggest pen. And then sheep over there. And then I got to figure out what we're going to do with chickens. Chickens definitely don't need as much space. So I could probably just build like a little chicken coop square thing out here. We got animals everywhere, by the way. So I pulled this away from the wall here because I want to put extra houses back here, but I wanted that to be close to the storehouse so my ranchers don't have far to walk. So we're good there. We can still fit some small houses back here, and we've got like, we got like 150 cows out there just naturally spawning. We got sheep everywhere. So as soon as I put these pens in place, these ranchers are going to start corralling these animals up. It's going to be great. Time for a little business here. I want to get the heart out. I want to bornificate my kid, and I want to get some emeralds going here. Oh, by the way, I put some table and chairs here in the town hall. The plan here is I want to add a little bit more AI for a little bit more realism to these 2 guys. Obviously, I still got to skin them. That hasn't been done yet. But if I get some simple AI on them, where they'll like go and walk and sit behind the desk or something, and then maybe even a villager will occasionally like come walk in and sit in like the guest chair, and they'll have a little conversation. I think that would help a lot instead of making these guys feel like just robots. But anyways, robots they are for now. So the question is, what animal do I want to start with now? There's a lot of cows out there, so I am tempted to do cows. I think there's also a lot of sheep though. I'm leaning sheep because, let's see, cows are 20. I'm leaning sheep because I can also sell the wool, right? And I don't have a butcher yet, so I need a I still need a lot of stuff. I still need a blacksmith. For the shears. I need a blacksmith for the bucket to milk the cows. So we need a lot of stuff here. But I think I'm going to go sheep for now. Can I get... Oh, I'm very close to both. Maybe I'll do a little bit of selling, and then I'll just get both. Oh, and here's the merch need to show up. All right, let's do sheep first. We'll do that, and then... I said do that. Let's get that in place. And then, yeah, the cow, I think, was, right, 20. So maybe we'll come back in a little bit, and we'll do the cow. And sheep pen. It's glowing. Fantastic. Okay, so now my rancher, wherever she is, theoretically, look at the cow wants to be a miner over there. The rancher, wherever she is, should wake up. And if she sees some sheep like that one, she should theoretically bring it over to the pen on a lead. But we'll wait for that. I want to get the kid being born. I think I'm not even sure where the free bed is. Let's go see. Might as well just put the kid in the new house here. So, make child. Tilts the Shattermast with their little piptails. Get out there and start playing and grow up. I don't have a school for you, so you're going to be dumb. I'm really sorry. Oh, she's got a lead in her hand. Uh-oh. The girl's taking damage. Tilts the Shattermast. Oh, she must have fell off something. All right, there we go. Hook up the sheep. I love this. This is great. All right, so she's going to start claiming all sheep in the town and automatically bringing them over to the sheep pen, I believe. Now, she only looks like, I think 40 blocks, I think it is. I got to check the code again. I think it's 40 blocks in the XY direction. Oh, that was an interesting way to go. Whoop! Sheep teleportification inside. And now she needs shears to shear the sheep. That's awesome. Okay, so you see the little shear things. So I don't have shears. I can make some manually, and she'll use those. She won't be happy. We really need a blacksmith, but we're going to have to feed these sheep too. And we want to get more sheep in here, of course. And there's lots of sheep in the area. So I'm going to start pulling the sheep into the area, and then she can kind of just give them that final... Oh, she's going to get another one, it looks like. Did she find one? Yeah, I think she's going to get that one over there. Listen, Paige, I know gates are fun, but you might be taking it a bit too far. Maybe go do your job. Just an idea. Okay, all the sheep are in the pen. Paige still wants shears really badly. What she really wants to do, though, is feed the animals, but the animals aren't hungry yet. So let's talk a little bit about how animal hunger works in these pens. Now, everything I cover for these sheep is going to be pretty much the same for all other animals. It's basically the same system with maybe slightly different numbers, but generally they're even the same numbers. So for animal hunger, the way it works is every 4 to 6 seconds, like every 5 seconds, the animal pen updates, and all the animals in it have a chance to get a little bit more hungry. And that chance is 1 in 20. If they do get more hungry, they lose somewhere between 3 and 6 hunger. So they're going to slowly lose hunger over time. Now, once they get below 75 hunger, that's when the ranchers will be like, oh, you actually need to eat. I'll go get some food. Now, because these sheep were all basically just kind of domesticated and like a few minutes ago, they started out at max hunger, but they're slowly working down now. And I can actually see my debug screen here. A couple of them are about to get below 75 in just a minute here. So she should go feed them soon. And we have, because we reprioritized our farmers, we have lots of wheat, like a stack and a half of wheat here. So pretty soon the feeding should commence. But what I want to do is go over all their AI like I do all the other villagers and explain how each one works in turn. Okay, it's a new day, and Paige is getting back to work here. You can see on screen now are all the AIs. I do want to cover them in order, even though I believe she is about to feed a sheep right now. Yeah, there she goes. All right, the first one you see there is deliver to storage. Now, this is one that a lot of different villagers have. It's really just a question of what product do they acquire that they want to share with the community. In this case, for the rancher, it is eggs and buckets of milk. Eggs, obviously, from chicken, and milk from cows. And eggs, they wait till they get... Oh, how's it going, merchant? How you doing? Nice to meet you. The eggs, they'll wait till they get 3 before they deliver them, and the buckets of milk, as soon as they get 1, they deliver them to storage. Next one is return lost animals, and, well, you saw that one in action. It's pretty straightforward. For every animal pen... Uh-oh, are we going to get a baby here? This is going to be exciting. I think we already got one in the back there, right? Actually. There we go. Make it a baby. Baby! Baby sheep! That's great. That's actually really good. We're going to explain that in just a second. But return lost animals, they basically go through every animal pen that they have. And if there are any animals of that type, within 40 meters, they will leash them up and return them to the pen. The exception is in the case of the butcher. If the butcher's trying to take them away to fulfill their destiny, then the merchant, or not the merchant, the rancher will not interfere with the process. The next one up is get animal feed, which she just did there. She went and just restocked up to 10 wheat because she was feeding the sheep. Now, pretty straightforward. Every animal pen has a different food that the rancher will go acquire to feed the animals in that pen. So obviously sheep and cows are going to be wheat, and the pigs are going to be what? Potatoes, carrots, or beetroots, all raw, of course. Oh, she's getting upset. And the chickens, of course, need chicken seeds, and they'll grab whatever they need. They'll grab 10 at a time to reduce trips to the storage room. All right, so I want to show you something I added, and it's a little bit weird, but it really helps. So there is still the concept of villager animals, and that is a villager animal is an animal that was fed and bred and raised by a villager. Did that sheep just escape? I might have a hole in the sheep pen back there. Anyways, you notice when I come in here, right? I close the door and I look around. Some of the sheep are glowing, okay? The sheep that are glowing are the ones that are villager animals, and those are the ones that can make village products. Like when the butcher carries away a village animal, you'll get villager food. All that stuff. You know, if you shear the sheep that is a villager sheep, you'll get villager wool, or the rancher wool, that is. So very important. Now, eventually, you're all gonna have villager animals in all your pens anyways, because when the butcher starts coming into play, he's gonna pull out the adults that are not villager ones first, so that you just leave the villager animals behind. Baby got out. Yep. Oh wait, we're eating on the run. The baby was trying to eat while I was getting tugged around. Yeah, I got a couple of holes in the back here the babies can climb up and get out, so I gotta patch those. Okay, next one up is feeding the animals. And this one is probably the most important, obviously, and most complex. So the way it works is the rancher will cycle through each type of pen. You know, they'll check sheeps first, then a little bit like a second later, they'll check cows, and then they'll check pigs, and then chickens, all the way down the line. Excuse me, guard. Jeez, man, just a little bossy there. So when it does, it will scan all the animals in that pen and find the animal that is the most hungry, that is also less than 75 hunger. 100 being the max, and they slowly get ticked down. So once it finds one that's really hungry, it will obviously go over and feed that animal, which is exactly what she's doing right now. Now, the amount of time it takes to feed an animal, you can see how she's kind of like having to feed the animal, feed the animal, feed the animal. That's because her skill, not so good. She's only a 13, right? The higher the skill, the quicker it is to feed an animal. So a level 100 rancher will come in here and just be like, boop, one shot, animal's going to be fed, animal's going to be done, and she can move on. But right now it takes a lot more time to get the animal fed because the skill just isn't there. Once the animal is fed, though, the rancher has a chance of skilling up. It will set the hunger of the animal back to max. That means all the way back up to 100. It will also heal the animal completely. So if it got hurt or something like that, it'll set its health back to max. And then if the animal pen is not full, and I'll discuss what full means later, but if the animal pen is not full, there's a chance that the animal that was just fed will enter love mode, which is the hearts, right? You guys know how the hearts work. And when a rancher feeds an animal in a pen, it will prioritize feeding another animal in that pen immediately after, so that there's a good chance that, we can make it a baby here. And of course, like everything else, the chance that the animal will enter heart mode is based on the rancher's skill. So a highly skilled rancher is very good at coercing the animals, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so she's having an easy time keeping the sheep fed, but you can tell she definitely wants some shears. She definitely wants to get some wool. So let's make that happen. Moving on to the next AI, which is get shears and buckets. Obviously, if they don't have these tools, they want them so that they can do their job. So I'm going to put just a few shears in here, and she should come over. She looks like she's already coming to get them right now. She's like, finally. She'll put them in there. Now, if there were villager shears in there that the blacksmith had made, she would prefer those, and they would last 3 times longer. But I can put them in a pinch to get her going there. So she's going to grab the shears, and I think now she's probably going to come over here. She's holding the shears. Yep, here we go. So she's going to shear these sheep now, and, we'll have wool to sell to the merchant. Snip. I said, snip. Oh, right. Because her skill isn't so good. Yep, there we go. Finally. It takes a while. So she snips the sheep. It takes a couple little swipes here and there. Third one, there we go. She picks up the wool, and she should have the wool in her inventory now. Yep, she's got the full wool, or the 4 wool, I meant to say. And you can see it is what do you call it? It is villager wool. Now, if she's doing this one, this should not be villager wool. Oh, it did. Interesting. Okay, I gotta fix that then. I definitely have to fix that. The wool that she's getting from the non-villager sheep should not be villager wool. It looks like it's stacking, so I'll have to fix that. But anyways, she's cleaning up here with the shears. Oh, and she just skilled up. Fantastic. We're up to 14. Awesome. And bam, she made quick work of all those sheep. Wow, they're all naked. All right, so there's one little thing, though. Obviously, sheep can be sheared, obviously, when they have wool on them. The cows are a little bit different, so I added a 5-minute timer when we have cows here. I added a 5-minute timer so that a individual cow can only be milked once every 5 minutes. Let's do a little bit of trading with our friend the merchant here. Now you can see, where is it? Where's birch logs? Right there. Birch logs are down to 3. They're normally 4 because I bought a couple the other day, so that price is gonna start dropping. I'm gonna pretty much kill the oak wood market now because I'm gonna sell 1, 2. That's jungle. 3. Skipping kids. 4. All right. So I could do one more stack. I think 5 is the max I can do per day. So if you stockpile a whole bunch of them, you can only do five trades per day, and then the merchant's going to come back with new prices anyway. So you really can't, take advantage of that. Okay, so that's good. I've got a whole bunch now. Now we can afford the cows. We can afford cows. So there you go. We're up to 33 emeralds now. Where's the dumb cow? There you go. All right, you're 20. Actually, I feel like I should do chickens because I have all the seeds. We have plenty of wheat, though, and I really want to get cows because I really want to do butcher soon. And cows, let's just face it, cows are more fun. I like moo-moos. So, cows, we have 13 left. We're still not having too much trouble making emeralds, but I feel like now that I've turned on the economy system, that's going to start to drop quickly. Clear out some space here. Get rid of flowers. We don't want that. Flowers are ugly. And cow pen. Okay, good. Whew. That got me nervous there. It didn't glow right away. All right, so cows are going to go in here now. So, same deal. I'm going to start bringing them over. Actually, there's a ton of cows right outside the fence there. I think I'm going to punch a hole in the fence so that our rancher can just go pick them up and bring them back. There we go. Fast forward a bit, and most of the cows have been relocated. She's picking up the last one. I thought there was another one. There was another one around here. He wandered off somewhere. She'll get him eventually. Or maybe he just wandered into the pen anyways. All right, there we go. So, there you go. She wants a milk bucket now. She wants to start milking the cows. But she's going to start feeding them too. Now, just like with the sheep, most of these cows were just brought in here, so none of them are really that hungry yet. But pretty soon, she's going to have to manage both of these pens. And it's going to be interesting to see if she can do it. Man, it's nighttime. The guard's doing his job, and the village isn't being attacked, which is a good thing. We're not really large enough for a necromancer to attack yet. I can't wait till one happens, actually. But the thing I'm thinking is I really want a way. I want to add the barracks. I have so many plans for the barracks. I want to add. How you doing, Light? I want to add the barracks. Oh, never mind. Oh, I hope he doesn't get into trouble. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, he's skilling up. I don't like this. He's not very strong. Be strong, Light. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, that was, what's your at? Yeah, okay. Oh, see, the armor helps a lot. I thought he was taking a lot more hits. The iron armor really helps. Okay, so that's his only way of skilling up. I mean, that was good. He just did, but I really want to... That's weird that I was talking about that. I want to add a barrack so bad where they could, go and train and, store their extra armor and stuff. He likes the idea. See? He likes the idea. Someday. I don't know I'll get to it anytime soon, but that's definitely on my plan. I think I'm really excited about a barracks. The guards go in there during the daytime and maybe even shooting some arrows into some hay bales. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I just realized that I don't have... She really wants a milk bucket. I don't have a rule to deliver wool, so she's just stocking up on wool here. Yeah, all right, I gotta fix that. That's definitely a bug. I gotta make a delivery rule for adding all kinds of wool to the storage room. But I want to also get a bucket in the storehouse so she can start milking these things. Wow, that was fast. Before I could even hit record, she's over here dumping off all the white wool. I hope it works for the other wool too. Now I'm a bit nervous that I might have to check the metadata on the block to... Yeah, okay, I got to do some extra stuff there. Anyway, she delivered the white wool. I want to put these buckets in there so that she can get some milk just to make sure it's working. So we'll put the buckets, we'll just do 4. I don't want to get carried away. We're not going to get crazy. All right. She's going to feed still, I think. Or, yeah, okay. She's going to feed the the sheep there, and then probably go get a milk bucket. But while we're watching her, let's wrap it up today, guys. If you have any questions about the rancher that I left out, again, this is kind of a longer episode and I rambled for most of it. I feel bad. But we had fun. A lot of cool stuff. We got a rancher pen going. We got 2 animals going here. And we talked about the Patreon page. So a reminder, if you guys want to be part of the beta for this mod and play alongside me, there's the milk bucket. I love it. Gonna go milk some cows. If you want to help me test this and be on a private server with a whole bunch of people building their own villages and compare villages and stuff like that, you know, now's the time. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys this weekend. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just like, yeah, just like everything else, shearing and stuff. There she goes. I think she should have she's got a bucket of milk. Technology acquired. I love it. All right, that's going to do it for today, guys. I won't ramble on about Patreon anymore, but you guys should definitely check it out. Until next time, I think we're going to either do the butcher or the blacksmith. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see the blacksmith today, but I wanted to wait until the miner got some supplies going. So the miner's been working this whole time, but obviously the butcher, I mean, the butcher would be fantastic right now to close the loop and get some really high-quality food. So which one? Butcher or blacksmith? Leave a comment. Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.